What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production news. In our first story, we have the GADGET 3, KORG's free update to their multi-device DAW software. They've added VST3 and AU support, so now it can run in DAWs. Previously, it worked for iOS and Mac devices, as well as a Nintendo Switch and VR. Yes, there's finally something you can do with your VR headsets other than drink in VR chat and jack off to midget porn. Is that not what you guys do with your VR headsets? I've actually watched people use it in VR before, and it is sickening. No, seriously, it is nauseating. I don't recommend it. They've added a few new gadgets. Get it? Because it's named Gadget? I want to kill myself. A rhythm guitar instrument named Santa Anta, as well as Sydney, a looper sampler machine. They've added 5 new effects, an 8-band EQ, a pitch shifter, an auto pumper. Who the hell calls it an auto pumper? I don't know. It sounds like some sort of automated gas station thing. I'm guessing they're trying to make this accessible to people who are just starting out, but auto ducking might have been sufficient in my opinion, as well as stereo imager and transient shaper. They've added a browser which allows you to search for sounds, and they have improved the play page. Pretty impressive. This is a free update. Sounds like they're trying to compete with FL Studio here a little bit, unless the next update is stem separation. Then we'll know. So it's only $19.99 for the iOS app, while it is $48 on the Nintendo Switch, $149 for the plugin only version, and $249 for the Mac version. Somehow these prices are a lot higher than I thought they'd be for the plugin and Mac versions. Again, I don't really get how this works. I don't understand why the shittier the devices, the less you would charge. I guess because nobody would pay $249 for it on a phone. But it just doesn't make sense because you might as well just buy it for cheaper and then use it on your phone. But anyways, this thing better be insane for those plugin and Mac version prices. I couldn't help but noticing when I was researching for this, is KORG Gadget on VR? One of the first suggestions is KORG gay? You have 24 hours to respond, KORG. Yeah, I know. KORG is that guy. This guy. He's this guy right here. The pile of rocks guy. In case you're wondering, he's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's him reaching for a penis. Damn, whoever made this was cooking, though. They do this on Gadget? Maybe I should check that out on the Switch. That'd be funny if this wasn't done on the Gadget and they were just trying to make it seem awesome. I'm telling you, if you wanna like get people to buy a product, that's something you could totally do because there's no clarification needed for whether or not it was made on it. I mean, some people would call that misleading. I probably would, but it's also a very smart sales tactic. Like, for instance, what they could have done is compose this in a different software and then just bring over all the MIDI here. You know, because then they're demoing the rhythm guitar here. Not saying it's not impossible to write something good on this. I'm just saying it would be easier probably to write it on something else. While they do make it seem a little bit enticing, I mean, you can get the producer version of FL for $199, and that's a lifetime with updates included. I don't know, it kind of makes the price of this seem a little bit high. Let me know, you guys using this in VR? So what are your predictions for the future of synthesis? The hell? Keemstar? In our next story, deadmau5 is quoted as saying there are 800 ways to skin the DJ cat. And I just want to say, that's sick. You're a sick man, deadmau5. Not only are you killing mice, but now I find out you're killing cats too. In our next story, Bogren Digital has released a new plugin that seems rather interesting. It is named IRDX Core. So when you use the impulse response of a guitar amp, you are reconstructing the way that something sounds, but it does it in a somewhat perfect way that leaves out the imperfections and dynamics of whatever you are creating. Not that the sound doesn't have any dynamics, because obviously whatever you're performing will have dynamics, but the dynamics of the actual speaker. This plugin promises to restore those speaker dynamics and imperfections that are left out. In this article by KVR, they state, meanwhile, real-life guitar speakers are living, moving things that respond dynamically to the input signal being fed into them. Sir, I challenge you to this. They are inanimate objects. Bogren already has this technology in their own amp simulations, but this is useful for other IR loaders. This plugin does not load impulse responses itself. I repeat, this plugin does not load impulse responses on itself. It just breathes life into other ones. According to them, I haven't used it, okay? You just put it on the same channel as your impulse responses. It has a knob to change how much of the effect you're applying. There is a normal effect as well as an intense effect. It is $39 and there's also a free trial. In our next story, Lil Nas X has been pissing people the fuck off. And I kind of respect it on one hand, and on the other hand, it's kind of annoying. Lil Nas X is a rapper, singer, songwriter, whatever you want to call him. He blew up with his song Old Town Road, which blends elements of country and trap music between late 2018 and 2019. It was the first song to simultaneously chart on the pop, rap, and country charts, but it was controversially removed from the country charts for not being country enough, whatever that means. It got 17 times platinum status, which is literally insane. Lil Nas X is no stranger to controversy. Some other controversies he's been a part of include releasing a modified pair of Nike shoes with a pentagram on it that have a drop of blood in each pair, with 666 pairs being made. Yeah, pretty edgy stuff there, man, which led to him and Mischief getting sued by Nike, since they were not affiliated with the project, yet they are literally on Nike shoes, which made it seem like Nike was putting out satanic shoes. I say that in quotations because it's clearly just edgelord shit. In a previous music video, he also gave a lap dance to Satan. He also got backlash for what I believe to be a rather tame joke. Okay, and that takes us to current day. What has been going on recently? I believe this is somewhat the timeline. Maybe a few things are out of order here. He teased a few things from his upcoming song, which depicts him as Jesus, as you do. Then he claimed his new video would premiere in churches, and he uploaded a video of himself dressed as Jesus while taking shots of red wine and eating communion wafers. And of course, this pissed off a lot of Christian people. Even Kai Cenat, somebody who I didn't even know was Christian like that.
No! Oh my. Fuck that! Yo, Lil Nas X, you could eat my whole...
I know what you're thinking. Why is he yelling? I don't know. I just don't know.
Eat that nigga, bro. Nah, that shit just popped up in my head, bro. That nigga... Bro, nah, word of my mother, bro. God gonna handle you in the right way. I didn't even talk about that yet, bro. But look, God gonna handle you, bro.
Also, I don't think Kai is the best person to be delivering his message, given his streaming track record. He posted on Twitter saying, "Since I'm a troll, y'all discount my art as just pissing people off. Now I want you to keep this in mind after I tell you the next few events that occur." He went on to make a false claim that he was going to attend the Conservative Liberty University for biblical studies. False claim. It was proven not true. Then he posted videos pretending to beef with his record label, which was not true, seemingly, because they're still promoting his new single.
"Since I'm a troll, y'all discount my art as just pissing people off."
I mean, the controversy marketing is so transparent. You're quiet for a long period of time, haven't released a song in like a year, then just like a week or two before releasing your song, you basically do all this shit, and we're supposed to believe this is just art. I'm not gonna lie, when you see through his shit, it does get kind of annoying. I can't be the only one that feels this way. Personally, I'm not religious, so none of this really offends me, but it is the sort of thing where I just roll my eyes, so. It is clearly a troll to bait the public's attention, and it is working. There's no way they will not take the bait when you pretend to be Jesus. They're stupid. Today in How to Piss Off an Engineer, we have this right here. POV booked a studio session for my birthday and got all my friends to record a verse.
Guns, bad bitches, a whole lot of fun. He sending me money, he buying me clothes, but he gonna be sick when he ain't getting none. The money.
As you can see, we got a whole party going on here. People writing their verses, filming constantly. I wouldn't be surprised if the first engineer offed himself mid-session.
The ops, they running. Don't say no shit if you can't back it up. I'm standing on business, these bitches on nothing.
I hope they pay this engineer 4x the normal hourly rate.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I want her to shake.
Dude, it'd be hilarious if you tried to do the same thing and you just had writer's block and you just didn't have fun on my birthday, man. That birthday sucked, actually.
I want her to shake it. 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 Shawty getting naked.
I want her to shake it. I want her to shake it. Shawty getting naked. Bars. Absolute bars.
She throwing it back. Baby, don't fake it, shake it.
Dude, that guy on that last verse was lit. He was lit. He couldn't come up with anything, man. Some of you may be afraid of AI taking over music production in the music industry, but there's something else we should all be afraid of. Dogs. Yeah, dogs. At the Consumer Electronics Show this year, ZOOGEARS showcased their relatively new device named The Butter. Kind of a strange name, I don't really understand. Like, maybe I'll make the connection midway through this video or something. It's a 4-key instrument with light-up pads that your dog can play, and you can load a song into via a mobile app. The keys light up in a sequence, allowing your dog to play along. And obviously, they suggest you reward your dog with a treat to reinforce the activity so they will continue to do it. I'm pretty sure PETA is screaming at the screen right now. They are also working on a version that automatically dispenses food, and I kind of just wonder if this works with other pets too. Surprisingly, this hit its Kickstarter goal by over 4-fold, which is weird because when you look at the views for their videos, one of them has 2,000 views with 0 likes. Even better, the Kickstarter has an option to back it for almost 50 grand and get 78 of these things. Yes, 78 light up instruments for dogs, which some absolute lunatic has apparently done. I honestly think this might be a money laundering scheme. This is not the first time I've shown a money laundering scheme on this show. It's weird. I don't understand how they made so much money is basically what I'm trying to say here. Like, you would think there would at least be some engagement on YouTube or something. I don't know. I don't really understand. Maybe people who use dogs don't use YouTube. I don't really know. I don't have a dog. You can get this now for $179. And let's watch the video. Yeah, I'm gonna be the first person to give this a like. You know, I control their fate right now. I can do whatever I want. I don't know, guys. Do I want to be a music dog supporter or do I want to be PETA right now? I'll be a good guy. Good guy Weaver here. I don't know who's struggling more right now, the human or the dog. What is going on in this world? In our next story, record label CEOs are saying superfans are the new meta for 2024. You're going to want to milk them. You're going to want to tie them up like I often do and milk them for money or milk, whatever you can get out of them essentially. An internal memo was released from several major label CEOs where they talked about how superfans are under-monetized in the music industry. And they plan to milk you fuckers. So get ready. Get hydrated. You probably need to be hydrated to get milked, right? I don't know. I don't know how it works. You need your nutrition for sure, though. So a super fan is a fan who is really dedicated. The people who go the extra mile constantly. People who will pay more, buy merch, buy music, NFTs, or whatever dumb shit.
Fuck them with some NFTs.
This comes from UMG and Warner, who claim they have a plan to help monetize and cultivate these super fans. So be careful, guys. They're coming for your wallets and your nipples. Stated that they are going to create experimental commerce and content offerings for their fans. I have no idea what that means, but that's terrifying and incredibly vague. The only thing more vague would be saying stuff. In our next story, Kenny Beats gave $20,000 in studio equipment to someone in 2020 after a picture of a kid recording a verse in a very makeshift recording setup went viral. Kenny saw this and gave him an entire studio worth of equipment, and he's quoted as saying, "The kid started going live for 6 hours a day with strippers on Instagram." Based. In our last story of the night here, we have some teenage engineering news, which I am always completely excited about. The Rabbit R1 was co-designed by Teenage Engineering. I don't know how they're putting out so many of these things so fast. It seems like they have a new device every 2 weeks. Some of you guys may see this and be like, why? And I would agree with you. Essentially, this is a virtual assistant device, basically just like a phone. You have your not phone here, and you can also have your phone.
Our mission is to create the simplest computer, something so intuitive that you don't need to learn how to use it.
Why, though? What is the point of that? I feel like those exist already. Phones and then tablets. And then I feel like computers themselves are pretty easy to use today. Also, like, I feel like you should know how to use a computer when technology has become such a big part of our life. It's just dumb. This is just dumb.
The best way to achieve this is to break away from app-based operating system currently used by smartphones. Instead, we envision a natural language-centered approach.
How the fuck does this have 3 million views, 35,000 likes? Something seems off here. Comments are turned off. Show me them. Show the comments. Show the comments. You have 5 days to respond. Wait, why did I say 5 days? You have 24 hours to respond. 5 days is a long time.
Call a companion. Should be able to talk to, understand, and more importantly, get things done for you. The future of human-machine interfaces should be more intuitive. Let's take a look at the existing mobile devices that we use daily. The one device that's in your pocket, the smartphones. These guys been here for years, and we've grown tired of them. The problem with these devices, however, is not the hardware form factor. It's what's inside. The app-based operating system.
Okay.
Want to get a ride to the office? There's an app for that. Buy groceries, there's another app for that. Each time you want to do something, you fumble through multiple pages and folders to find the app you want.
Oh my God, I gotta download more apps. What am I gonna do? You know, God, I don't know if I can go on live anymore. I gotta download one more app to get the groceries to survive. I can't live like this anymore.
And there are always endless buttons that you need to click. Add to the cart, go to the next page, check the boxes, and jumping back and forth, and so on. The smartphone was supposed to be intuitive. But with hundreds of apps on your...
It is intuitive, though. Like, he's not proving how it is intuitive. If you want to say it's not as easy as possible, or it's not the easiest thing on the planet, sure, it's still really easy, but it's not the easiest thing on the planet. Like, do you understand how hard it used to be to work on computers before? I grew up playing fucking Doom when I was like 5. I used to have to launch it with fucking DOS. Do you understand how difficult that is compared to this?
If you look at the top ranking apps on app stores today, you'll find that most of them focus on entertainment. Our smartphones has become the best device to kill time instead of saving them. It's just harder for them to do things.
That's not correlated. Like, just because the top things are entertainment doesn't mean that all it does is kill time. Like, you can save time on your smartphone too.
Many people before us have tried to build a simpler and more intuitive computers with AI a decade ago. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon made Siri, Cortana, and Alexa with these smart speakers. Often, they either don't know what you're talking about or fail to accomplish the tasks we ask for. Recent achievements in large language models, however, or LLMs, a type of AI technology.
See, if you want to say that this is more useful than those, I think that's a better premise to go with here than the whole smartphones. There's no way for them to save you time, you know, based on the fact that some of the popular apps are made to kill time. Like, that whole thing, I don't think that was a very good argument. But if you want to say that this is better than Alexa or something, if it actually is, that is, then I think that is a good argument to make.
Have made it much easier for machines to understand you. The popularity of LLM chatbots over the past years has shown that the natural language-based experience is the path forward. However, where these assistants struggle is still getting things done.
Okay, I think I might drop a full reaction to this for members only, members and patrons. I have a feeling this is pretty fucking stupid, so I think this may be worth reacting to. I found this really funny video from the founder showcasing the device.
Can I drink this?
Too late, I already drank it.
Let me take a look.
Have it call poison control, please. Help me. Help.
From what I see, the image shows a bottle of Purell Advanced Hand Sanitizer. It is important to note that hand sanitizer is not meant for consumption and can be dangerous if ingested.
Well, $199, that's not the worst thing in the world. I just feel like this video so far was pretty stupid. The technology behind this is impressive. I just don't know if we are quite there yet. I think this may pave the way for smartphones to do something similar. Okay, thank you guys for watching. If you want to support the channel, join my Patreon, become a channel member, or check out my second channel. We post more music production content there, sometimes React content. We do beat battles on my Twitch, which get posted there. If you enjoyed this video, massage the like button an odd number of times. If subscribe if you're new here, I'll see you guys next time.
Bang Incorporated.